Freemasons, which is kind of funny. I don't know, I'm trying to pick one. Bear with me, fuckers. Will you take me seriously looking like this? You probably would. Yeah, I think you would. Anyhow, that's pretty fucking cool. Yeah, very cool. But to get to the serious aspect of the conversation, which I'm really getting distracted by fucking with my webcam. There we go. But anyway, here's another video, which I didn't plan to make, but I just improvised and pulled it out of my ass. Yeah, I want to talk about December 21st, 2012. Now, I don't necessarily believe the world's going to end on that specific date, but the one thing that this event does have, or date, on its side is a lot of fucking weird shit surrounding it, like all the planetary alignments and all the disasters and shit going on. I'm not saying, like I said, I'm not saying it's going to happen, but I don't know. I got a weird foreboding feeling about it. Either way you look at it, though, it is going to be the end of the world for some people. It could either be the end of the world for the masses and the people that are prepared for it, actually begin to start their life as they see it fit. Or it could just be a new beginning for the majority of the world's population, and which I think it will be. And it will be the end of the world for all these fuckers that have been crazy and ongoing about that it's going to happen. Blah, 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 blah. I just want to put a final pinnacle and climax to the talk about it. Now, what I necessarily think is going to happen on the 21st is there's going to be rioting, there's going to be all these crazy fuckers. It's going to make Y2K look like a piece of shit in comparison to how many people are going crazy about it, because it's a lot more widespread, televised, and spread out through the internet than before, and it's gotten a whole lot of people fucking paranoid. So there will be a lot of shit going on that day. If the apocalypse supposedly doesn't happen, it will be the end of the world for some people, and the fact that what they've based their whole realities upon happening on this date that doesn't happen. So it's pretty much like you gamble $1 million, and that's your only million that you have, in order to get 10 million. But all your cards are on the table, right? And you put all your money on this very specialized, specific thing. But there's this whole other wheel of consequences that it could land on. You have it riding because you're absolutely certain that's where the roulette wheel is going to land, is where you bet your million. What I think is going to happen is it's going to completely fucking miss where these fuckers have put it, and it's going to destroy livelihoods that have been built around this. Yeah. There'll always be fuckers setting more dates, and there'll always be gullible people, but I hope that this will be the final nail in the coffin of the people that have ever fucking set dates on anything. Now, in terms of apocalyptic events, now there are dates when people plan to blow something up or terrorist event. Yeah, they have specific dates. I'm not saying that. I'm saying anyone that has foreseen an event that hasn't actually happened and puts a specific date on it, something so massive like this, that is absolutely out of human control, supposedly, it's going to be an end for them, and it's going to be a wake-up call for everybody, and they're going to say, shit, we should stop believing what these fuckers say. We should stop getting worried about when someone says, the fucking sun's going to explode tomorrow. It could explode anytime. It could explode as I'm recording this video. Nothing. Exactly. The world will inevitably end, but you're going to expire, and you're going to die long before it does, is what my point is. All these people that have built their livelihoods, made money off of all these people that are going paranoid about it, it's over. Their reputation is absolutely trashed. I just hope people will learn from this massive mistake that's going to come, and we'll say, well, shit, we can finally stop believing in date setting and shit like that in terms of apocalyptic events. Nobody knows when the fuck this shit's going to happen anyways. You can't necessarily prove all these elements are going to cause an event on a certain day. It could backfire on them and happen 10 days early. It could backfire and happen 1,000 years later. I don't know. That's the problem with it. Have any of you seen it? Have any of you been to the future to discuss whether this day has happened? Have you seen that day? Have you... Okay. If anyone out there, has anyone been 13 days in the future to December 21st, 2012? Has anyone been to that date yet? That's what I'm trying to prove. Has one of you lived through the day December 21st, 2012? No. I haven't lived it yet. It's in the future. It's still in the future. Now, by the time this video reaches a decent size enough audience and people have watched it, and it's actually got a decent number of views on it, it will be December 21st, and the message of this video will be irrelevant. Now, if they are right, then I guess I'll be eating my own dick. I don't know, but I doubt it. The paranoid thing that's making me paranoid is people keep saying that it's going to happen, saying it's going to happen, saying it's going to happen. I just say we just need to chill the fuck out. And if there's shit that really picks up a couple days before that happens, you bet my ass I'm out of here. That's what I need. I need more proof than that, than what I'm seeing. I've seen a lot of shit, crazy shit going on in the world today, but the problem is these things have always been around. And with the mass digitized media and the portability of media and being able to record things on spot is much more widespread than it's ever been. Technology is that advanced that I can be somewhere in the middle of butt-fuck rainforest and I can see a fucking sinkhole that it would take a news camera report weeks to get to, but by the time someone even gets to it, or this disaster, it's already died down, fizzled down, and it doesn't go anywhere in the news media. The reason why all this shit's all over the place and all these strange events is because we're actually televising it. I mean, people are more accessibly able to go to these regions and see these things because it's easy. Technology can fit in something this fucking small and record an hour of fucking material of the shit that's happening. As simple as that. It's like Vietnam. Nobody knew this true fucking horror. Like the public really didn't know. People that weren't ever involved in war knew the full extent of how bad it was until they saw Vietnam, because it was really America's first really massively reported televised war, because they were sending men and people really saw the ugly face of what war really is. Everyone thought it was this glamorous thing before a lot of people did, or it was simple, or it wasn't as bad as what it actually is. Now everyone sees how fucked up the world really is. I cannot say that events are not picking up and leading up to something. They will eventually. But I'm not setting any dates. I'm not saying it's going to happen a certain hour, a certain day, a certain month, a certain year. In fact, I will probably be dead long before anything happens to that magnitude anyways, I hope. But that could be just my denial of the things that are happening, because I want a life. I want to live a good career. I want to have a good career. I want to make money. I don't have to be a millionaire. I just want a good paying job that I can, which I will get, as I proved to myself tonight that I will, because the world, I don't own the world, and I don't have the world by the tail, but the world, you can eke out your own if you try hard enough, is what I figured out. That's all I want. I'm done hearing about the apocalyptic bullshit. I really am. And if it does happen, then I will hand you the fucking cake. But then again, even if you are right, who's gonna fucking pat you on the back when everyone else is dead? Who's gonna fucking pat you on the back? Maybe a couple survivors. Oh yeah, he was right. But you know, the horrors that you might face, the horrors that you might face, may be far greater than the people that actually expired before you in these events. So it's a double-edged sword. You survived it only to face worse things. Let's just focus on the bridge when we come to it. May it be too late, and like I said, I'll hand you the fucking cake and bow down to what the fuck ever, if you are right. But I doubt you will be. I just want to be married, have a beautiful wife, a good paying job, and a house. That's it. Doesn't sound like a big life, but honestly, that's all that's going to take to make me happy. Well, and due to that message, Outlaw Countryman out.